That's why every word got a bullet behind it. These jewels run deep, gotta dig to find it. This machine 250, the will I sit behind it. No more fast food eating, we dine chip biryani. Me and Shorty like.
Last week I had the pleasure of interviewing one half of the Pony Express. Today I got my favorite running back of all time, Mr. Eric Dickerson. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Great, great, great. So I got to ask you off the bat, you growing up in football, who were some of your favorite players?
Oh, easy. My favorite player was OJ Simpson. That's why I played the position running back. I wanted to break his 2,000 yards record. I told him that when I went to USC on a visit, and I'll never forget what he said. Well, good luck to that young man. So, and I ended up doing it. So.
I love it. You know, when I do this question called Mount Rushmore, I do it by position. And when I ask running backs this, you're mentioned every time. So I got to ask the great Eric Dickerson, on the spot, if he did a Mount Rushmore, 4 running backs on the mountaintop, who are your 4?
Oh, my. For sure, OJ, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, and I don't say Earl Campbell.
I love it. I love it. Looking at today's, like how the NFL is and how sports is, it's going to a passing game, but I do believe the running game will be back. When you look at the league or just look in college, are there any players that when you look at them and say they kind of have glimpses of what you were as a running back?
Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Big back. Look, they can talk about the running game, get ready to run. That's never going to happen. I mean, it can't happen because when you look at the team that won championships, look at Michigan last year. Look at the Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. They didn't get that hot run until they start running the football. You might not like it. You might think it's just overrated, but what the running game does is it wears the defense down. You have to be able to run the football.
I love it. 2 more questions. So I got to ask you this, man. The swagger, the jerry curl, the headband. You know, I got to ask you this. I mean, guys today now have the luxury of like being able to wear the chains and things, but back then you had that swagger. Can you just talk about that? Being able to wear the headband, the jerry curl, it was flowing and everything. Can you just talk about that?
Well, I always thought if you look good, you play good.
Okay.
Like I had my towel, I had my shoes spattered, my wrist, my jersey was all tight, I like looking at my neck roll and everything, and the neck roll really was just for a look. It didn't do anything. I had it spread out just for the look. So, like I said, if you look good, I thought you played good.
I love it. Last question. If Eric Dickerson had a song and it was named after him, he could pick any artist to do that song. And that would be his song when they play pregame back in the day, Who would be that artist that does your theme song and is named after you?
Easy. Hammer. Too Legit. That's my song. And anytime I hear it, I can't stand still. Hammer's my guy.
You know what? I do have one last question, actually. Pony Express. I talked to Craig James last week, and he just had so much praise for you. Just talked about how great you are as a teammate, even as a friend. Being back here at SMU, this team, ACC, they're looking good this year, even though the BYU game didn't go that way, but they're looking good. Can we say SMU is back?
I would say SMU is back. Or at least they're on their way back. And they're taking the right steps in the right direction by, look at this Gary Weber Center right here. Being in the ACC, playing major college football. I mean, because, when I saw a thing on AI and it said that if SMU hadn't got the death penalty in 1987, they would be a powerhouse by now. And we were a powerhouse back in those days. And for sure, we'd be taken very serious.
Well, I think we got to make it thank you for NIL. Thank you guys for NIL, right? For sure on that. Well, I appreciate your time, sir.
No
You're wonderful. Thank you so much.
That's why every word got a bullet behind it. These jewels run deep, gotta dig to find it. This machine 250, the will I sit behind it. No more fast food eating, we dine chip biryani. Me and Shorty like